Well, at 12 minutes past the hour on this CNN Sunday morning, Congressman Anthony Weiner says he wants to be a better husband, so he's taking a temporary break from Congress to seek professional help. He is still refusing right now to resign his seat.
He can stay, but he needs to be careful what he does, you know. I mean, people are watching you, you know, you really have to be careful.
I think it'd be kind of hard for him to gain people's trust after something like this. So, you know, that's probably his decision, but I definitely wouldn't trust him after something like this.
I mean, I don't know if he should resign. It's, you know, he's a human being. He made a mistake, but I think he's a pervert, yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, is there anything the congressman can really do right now to try to turn things around? Peter Shankman is a branding and social media consultant. He's also the author of Can We Do That? Outrageous PR Stunts That Work. He joins me now from New York. Good morning to you, kind sir. I guess two different things here. It's one thing, he maybe can save his reputation down the road and rebuild it. But do you think he can do something to save his job right now?
You know, it's a really tough situation he's in, and he's not making it any easier on himself. The biggest question is, what is a leave of absence, you know, in the House? Who does that? That's not, you know, everything that he's been asked to do, he's figuring out ways around it and different ways to do it, and what he's doing is prolonging the scandal. If he was smart, he would simply, if I were advising him, I would say, look, you have to go away. You know, resign the seat, take a few years, let people forget about you. Then you can come back, rebuild your image. We love nothing more in this country after ripping people down than bringing them back up, but he has to take that first step.
So, Peter,
as long as it's still a major story.
It sounds like, Peter, at this point, you're saying he should just give up on trying to save the job.
He really should. I mean, the biggest mistake he made was lying to begin with. Had he come clean when it first happened, you know what, yeah, I did this, I screwed up, it would have been an 8-hour story. But everything he's done against that, it wasn't me, it was a hack job, it was this, it was that, you know, it continues to grow. And, you know, the fact is he is taking attention away from actual issues in Congress that people are dealing with. No one knows, no one remembers this week that Democrats went crazy on the Republicans' Medicare terms. So, I mean, all these things are happening, and we're focusing on this only.
And, Peter, was this a bad idea yesterday? Go run errands? I don't know if he was caught off guard by reporters outside. Surely he had to know, but he said he's going to the ATM. He stopped and picked up some dry cleaning. Was this a bad move?
You know, he's carrying a bunch of shirts, right? He's carrying a bunch of shirts, and he's asking questions. Did he think the media was just going to give him the weekend off? I mean, it doesn't work like that. I got to wonder who's coaching him.
I wonder who's coaching him. Well, how does this play into it as well when you, I guess everybody's heart goes out to, and it's been the toughest part of this story, his wife, who apparently is just a very likable and popular person within many of those circles, those Washington, D.C. and Democratic circles. How does she play into this and his, I guess, his resurgence or maybe redoing his image down the road?
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, that's one of the big problems that he has. I mean, this woman, from all accounts, is a lovely, lovely woman who's been dragged into this. And you have to think, also, she's pregnant now. So what does that mean? That means if he tries to keep his job, in 6 or 7 months when she does give birth, this whole story is going to resurface again. And so, I mean, literally, the best thing he could do, if he steps down, you know, he goes and maybe they move somewhere and she has the kid, everything stays private. You know, and there's nothing to follow through. And then in a couple of years, he comes back. It's happened to senators. It's happened to governors of New York. This is nothing new, but he needs to go away for a while for it to happen, for the healing to start.
Okay, Peter, last thing here. You said your advice would be to go away literally for years. Okay, but what if he insists on staying in the job? What is your advice then?
Well, the question becomes, can he do his job effectively when essentially all of his coworkers don't want him there? So the question becomes, can he make any real change in politics? Can he make any legislation? Can he do anything when he has a coworker situation where no one really wants him there? And if he believes he can and he tries and he can, you know, maybe there's some hope for him. But from what we're seeing yesterday, from multiple calls for him to step down, it doesn't seem like that's possible right now. But things could change, of course. Right now, it doesn't seem like that's possible.
All right, and no more interviews, right?
Oh, God, no.
All right. Peter Shankman. Peter, we appreciate you spending some time with us on this CNN Sunday morning. Good to see you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You too.
All right. We're at 17 minutes past the hour.